Hello, sir. Good morning. My API name is Sporkify. It sounds like Spotify. I will share a simple overview on this platform. So, overview dietary requirements for different family members often necessitate cooking multiple dishes to cater to various restrictions and preferences, with food allergies and intolerance on the rise and a diet plan available for every lifestyle choice choices or medical conditions. Planning meals for the urban household is no longer a simple affair. I started this project with a broader approach towards resolving problems related to meal planning. Instead of defining the exact problem at the outset, I decided to let research guide me towards the problem users themselves for looking to solve. Sporkify is a platform website to help people cook healthier meals and help people maintain the nutrition they take in everyday meal. So here is my empathy map. It is where all the data was gathered from the users, which is consists of 4 quadrants that reflect 4 key traits which the users possess during the observations or research stage. So, my empathy map is divided into 4, which is the goals, tasks, pain points, or influences, and feelings. So, in the feelings quadrants, the users struggle with what to make dinner daily. It's so hard to make meals that are healthy for all and to tasty too. Next is it's really hard dealing with multiple dietary requirements. Next is would an instant pot help me save time cooking so much? Next is grocery shopping goes expensive when buying so many different ingredients for multiple meal. Next, I worry about my husband's cholesterols and weight issues. And last, I miss having full-time cooker in my home. And in pain points, the users wish someone could give me single dinner ideas that would work for all. I wish I didn't have to spend so much time planning meal, and I hate the prep that goes into making multiple dinner each right. So it's annoying trying to think a dinner ideas that everyone will like. So next is influences. All the moms in my FB groups are so organized. Growing up with my mother was so easy on cooking. A food blogger makes some awesome meals, and I admire all my friends who are always have. Next in the goal quadrants is I want meal planning to be smooth, effortless affair. Next, I want my family to enjoy the food I make and for it to be healthy for them. Next, I want to spend much less time planning and cooking meals. Last, I want to be able to modify the same dishes for all family members. And in task quadrants, the users make separate lunches for the husband, son, and to meet their dietary supplement. I browse toddler-friendly meals online during my lunch break. On the way back home, I read blog site about cholesterol cooking. Over the weekend, I try to think of meals that will work for all my family members. On the way back home, I read blog site about low cholesterol cooking, so here is my user persona where I use the image of Liza instead of my respondents because she didn't want to expose her image on this project. So the quotation or motto of my respondents is the health of her family is very important and she always check the nutrition rate of every food they take. So that's the way she show care for them. And my respondent's age is 39 years old, married with 1 kid, a BSN and now a nursing at the hospital, lives in Philippines, Manila. And now she lives in Ilocos Norte. So Jessica works full-time as a nurse. She lives with her husband, a kid, and sometimes help her elderly parents at home. Jessica loves to prepare meals for her family and is very conscious of the importance of eating meals. So she would like to have a dedicated website where she could follow step-by-step recipes, save new recipes, and easily share with her friends and family. The goal is follows recipes step by step, quickly shares recipe to her family, save meals recipes to check later. And the frustrations is some websites offers a bad experience overall. Then last, there are a lot of websites but they are noisy and not organized. So next is my affinity diagram. So the demographic is urban mobile phone users, primary home cook with novice intermediate cooking skills, women aged 36 to 55 living on their own family. So features, ideas, and opportunities is dietary sorting, recipe cards display toggle between services sizes, reviews for recipes to establish trust, current recipe sharing habit, share a link to an online recipes, moms type out in email. Next is cooking habits. Start the recipe they have in mind. Use a recipe a friend suggested. Young woman use media and search the net for recipes. Flip through cookbook for inspirations. And last affinity diagram is a pain points. First is can share recipes with friends on the fly. Don't have their cookbook with them. So when you are traveling, you can share recipes. So can't easily share recipes with grown kids remotely. Unsure of how best to share them. Then next is difficulty in reading a tiny photo blurry of a recipe while cooking. So in short is the may sira yung mata, ganun. Then, next is put off the hassles it takes to manage digital and paper copy recipes. Last, difficulty locating a particular recipe they want to use again or share with friends. Ideate, articulating the design. My initial problem statement read more like the solutions I was eager to design for, and it took some tweaking to get them right. I had to keep realigning myself with the user's perspective and focus on their needs. Here are the four statements I finalized from a larger list. How might we help people visualize the healthy meal choices they make? How might we incentivize, motivate people to eat healthier? How might we help make batch cooking, meal prepping a less time-consuming process? And last, how might we help people make fewer meals, catering to the different requirements of various family members? So in the first pictures, it shows the um, a profile blade. So you can type an ingredient you want. For example, is pizza, and you click the search button, and in the second page is which is the searching for the ingredients. So the box contains the images related to the search you've searched in the previous page. So for example is pizza, so the box contains the picture of different recipes of pizza. Then the next page is consists of ID number, see details, and a brief explanations of the recipe. Next is the full page of chosen recipes that contains a nutrition facts to know the daily nutrition intake for the food you've ate. This is the very important details to the users to know the nutrients amount per servings. They will adjust nutrients if the persons they serve has an allergies on that certain meal. So in the next page is the printing page. If you want to print the recipes, and you can click the print button, and you can now proceed but in the printing pages. Last is in the comment sections or rating page, where you can type freely on what is your observations of the users to the system or in a recipe meal planning. The last part is the prototype, the final look of my API platforms. So first is the login page, where you can log in the created account to proceed on the dashboard blade. Second is the register page, if you cannot created yet an account. Third is a profile blade, where it shows my chosen API, the Sporkify, where my navigation is food, home, profile, favorites. Then in the box is where you can type a recipe you want to cook and to know the nutrients the meal is. Then click the placeholder search query to proceed to the next page. Fourth is the choosing of the recipes. Fifth is the full details of the recipes and the nutrition facts per servings. 6 is the printing page. If the user wants a copy of the documents, he can print the recipes as possible. Last is the comment sections for the users to share the knowledge and their experience in following the meal planning they make for their loved ones.